If you're a senior in Canada age 60 or older, please listen closely. Because in 2026, one simple missed step could lead to your driver's license being suspended, even if you've been driving safely for decades. And most people won't see it coming until it's too late. So stay with me, because in just a few minutes I'll explain the exact step you must not miss, and it could protect your independence. And the most important part is coming near the end. Now let me say this calmly. This is not meant to scare you, but it is meant to warn you, because across Canada, new rules and renewal systems are changing. And seniors 60 plus are often the ones affected first. Not because you did anything wrong, but because governments are tightening paperwork, medical checks, and renewal steps. And if you miss just one letter or one deadline, that's when problems start. And in a moment, I'll explain what that one step really is. For many seniors, driving is not just about getting from one place to another, it's about freedom. It's how you get to your doctor, pick up groceries, visit your grandkids, or even just go for a quiet drive. So the idea of losing your license can feel stressful, and honestly, a little scary. And what makes this worse is that many suspensions don't happen because of dangerous driving, they happen because of missed renewal steps. And that's what we need to talk about today. Now here's what most seniors don't realize. In 2026, driving rules for seniors in Canada may not only depend on how safely you drive on the road anymore. Instead, many changes will happen behind the scenes through government paperwork and renewal systems. That means it could become more about completing the right forms, responding to medical or vision requirements, watching for renewal notices in the mail, and meeting strict government deadlines on time. In some provinces, once you reach a certain age, you may be asked to do extra checks, like a vision test or a medical review, even if you have never had an accident. The biggest problem is that many seniors could miss an important step simply because they didn't realize the process had changed, or because a letter arrived late or went unnoticed. And that's why it's so important to understand what this key step is before 2026 arrives. So let's break it down slowly. First, let's be clear about something important. In Canada, there is not one single national driver's license system that works the same everywhere. Instead, each province and territory controls its own licensing rules, renewals, and requirements. That means the process for renewing a license in Ontario may be different from British Columbia, Alberta, or Quebec. However, what is changing now is that provincial transport ministries and the federal government are working more closely together, especially as more services move online. This includes increased use of digital renewal systems, stronger identity verification, medical or vision checks for older drivers, and stricter deadlines that are enforced automatically by computer systems. Because of these updates, important rule changes are often posted first on official government websites like Canada.ca and provincial sites, such as serviceontario.ca. The problem is that many seniors still depend on mailed letters or paper notices, and if a renewal reminder is delayed, sent to an old address, or missed entirely, a senior may not realize a new step is required until their license is suddenly at risk of suspension, and that is exactly where the risk begins. So what is the step that could cause suspension? It's simple. Failing to complete your license renewal requirements on time. That could mean missing a renewal deadline, ignoring a medical review request, not completing a vision test, not responding to a letter, or not updating your address. And the scary part is, the system may suspend your license automatically, even if you're still a safe driver. And next, I'll explain how that happens quietly. Let me give you a very real example that could happen to anyone. Imagine you turn 70, and without even realizing it, your province sends a driver's license renewal notice to an old address, or maybe the letter arrives but gets mixed into a stack of other papers at home. Life gets busy, doctor visits, family matters, daily routines, and weeks go by before you even think about it. Then one morning, you drive to the pharmacy to pick up medication, just like you've done for years, and suddenly you find out your license is no longer valid. Not because you had an accident, not because you were driving dangerously, and not because you broke any traffic laws, but simply because a required renewal step was missed or a form was never completed on time. This is the kind of quiet, paperwork-based problem more seniors are facing today, and with more automated government checks expected in 2026, it's becoming even more important for seniors 60 plus to stay aware of renewal deadlines, letters, and any required updates. In Ontario, seniors already face extra driver's license renewal steps once they reach certain ages, and this is something many people don't realize until the last minute. As you get older, Service Ontario may ask you to complete additional requirements before your license can be renewed, such as a vision test to confirm you can still see clearly while driving, medical information from your doctor to make sure there are no serious health concerns affecting safety, or sometimes even an in-person renewal appointment instead of doing it online or by mail. These steps are not meant to punish seniors. They are simply part of Ontario's process to ensure drivers remain safe on the road. But here's the important part. If you don't complete the requested test, form, or renewal step by the deadline, your license may not be renewed, and you could temporarily lose the legal ability to drive. That's why it's so important to stay updated through official sources like serviceontario.ca, and for broader government rule updates, always double-check information through canada.ca, because these requirements can change quietly over time, and many people only discover the issue when their license suddenly becomes invalid. And in the next part, I'll explain the biggest mistake seniors make that leads to these problems. The biggest mistake is assuming. If nothing has changed for years, it won't change now. But in 2026, governments are moving faster. Digital systems are replacing older paper-based processes, and seniors who don't use online services often get left behind. So the most important protection is simple. Stay alert. Stay updated. Don't ignore letters. And in a moment, I'll share a simple checklist you can follow. But first, let's talk about why suspensions can happen even without warning. Here's the truth. Driver's license suspensions are often automatic now. That means the computer flags a missed step. The renewal is not processed and the license becomes inactive. No police officer needs to stop you first. It's not personal. It's paperwork. And seniors are especially vulnerable because of health appointments, mail delays, confusion over forms, or not knowing requirements changed. And coming up next, I'll show you the exact steps seniors should take in 2026. By the way, I already made a full video explaining how Canadian seniors can avoid common government paperwork mistakes. You can find it on the end screen or click the I button above. It goes deeper into letters, renewals, and what to do if you miss a deadline. And now, let's continue with the most important steps seniors 60 plus must do before 2026 arrives. So here is your first protection step. Step 1. Check your license expiry date today, not tomorrow, not next month. Today. Take out your wallet, look at your driver's license, find the expiry date, because many seniors assume they have more time than they really do. And some renewals take weeks, and the next step is even more important. Step 2. Make sure your address is correct. This is huge. If the government sends your renewal notice to the wrong address, you may never see it, and missing a notice does not always stop suspension. So if you've moved recently, or changed apartments, update your address immediately through your Provincial service website. In Ontario, that's done through serviceontario.ca, and this one small update can prevent a major headache. But there's another step seniors forget even more often. Step 3. Don't ignore medical or vision requests. Sometimes seniors receive a letter asking for a vision test, a doctor's form, or a medical review. This doesn't mean you're losing your license. It just means the province needs confirmation. But if you ignore it, or delay too long, suspension can happen. That's why responding quickly matters. And next, I'll explain what 2026 may change for seniors 60 plus. Now, let's talk about why 2026 is getting attention. Across Canada, transportation ministries are reviewing senior driving safety medical fitness policies, renewal systems, and digital enforcement tools. That doesn't mean every senior will face new testing. But it does mean rules may tighten, and seniors who miss one small step may face suspension faster than before. And in Part 2, I'll show you a full senior checklist, plus what to do if your license is already suspended. So don't go anywhere. All right, welcome into Part 2. Now let's get practical, because the goal here is not fear. The goal is protection. So here is the simple checklist every Canadian senior 60 plus should follow going into 2026. And the first one is the most overlooked. Always check official updates, not rumors. Please don't rely on Facebook posts or random headlines. The only trusted sources are official government websites like Canada.ca, ServiceOntario.ca. For full details, I've added the official links in the video description. You can visit those websites and verify the information yourself. That's the safest way to stay informed. And the next checklist step could save you from sudden suspension. Renew early, not at the last minute. Many seniors wait until the final month. But renewals can take time. Appointments fill up. Forms take weeks. Mail delays happen. So if your license expires in 2026, start the process early. It reduces stress and prevents last-minute surprises. And now, let's talk about the financial side. If your license gets suspended, it's not just about driving. It can affect insurance costs, taxi expenses, missed appointments, even daily independence. Some seniors end up paying hundreds more per month just because they can't drive. That's why missing one step can become a financial burden. And the next part is what to do if you receive a warning letter. If you receive a letter from Service Ontario or your provincial licensing office, the most important thing is to stay calm, but also take it seriously. These letters are often sent for a reason, such as a renewal reminder, a medical or vision check request, or an important update about your driver's license status. Many seniors make the mistake of putting the letter aside, thinking they will deal with it later, but delays can quickly turn into problems. Open the letter right away, read every line carefully, and look for deadlines or instructions you may need to follow. If anything feels confusing or unclear, don't guess or ignore it. Ask a trusted family member, friend, or caregiver to help you understand what it means. You can also call the official phone number listed on the letter or visit the official website like ServiceOntario.ca to confirm the information. The truth is, many license suspensions don't happen because someone was driving dangerously. They happen because a letter was missed, a form wasn't returned, or a required step was left unfinished. And that's why responding quickly can protect your license and your independence. If your license is already suspended, here's what you should do. Visit your provincial licensing site, confirm the reason, complete the missing step, ask about reinstatement. In Ontario, start at ServiceOntario.ca and never trust unofficial third-party sites charging fees. Use the official government sources only. And coming up, I'll share the upcoming video topic seniors should not miss. And just so you know, I'm working on a full video about other major Canada senior rule changes coming in 2026, including benefit updates and new government forms, and you'll see it right after this one on the end screen. So stay tuned, because the next update could affect even more than driving. And before we close, let me ask you something. Which province are you watching from today? Ontario, Alberta, BC, Quebec? Comment below. I'd love to know. And your comment helps other seniors understand where rules may differ. If this video helped you, hit the like button. And for clear and simple Canada senior updates, subscribe to the channel, because these rules change fast, and you deserve calm, trusted explanations. And finally, here's the last warning seniors should remember. Just remember this, my friend. In 2026, many driver's license suspensions won't come with flashing lights or a police stop. They'll happen quietly, behind the scenes, because of one missed letter, one unfinished form, or one deadline that slipped by without notice. So please don't wait until it becomes an emergency. Take just 1 minute today, pull out your license, check the expiry date, make sure your address is correct, and stay updated through trusted official sources like Canada.ca and ServiceOntario.ca. These small steps can protect your freedom, your independence, and your ability to get where you need to go. And if this video helped you even a little, please hit the like button so more Canadian seniors can see this warning, and subscribe for simple, clear updates that matter. Because the next major government rule change for seniors could already be coming, and I'll be covering it in the very next video. See you there.